Despite advanced technology, satellite tracking, and international naval patrols, piracy continues to challenge seafarers, shipping companies, and governments. It thrives where instability, inequality, and ungoverned waters collide. Today's pirates are not just small-time thieves. They're organized, armed, and often connected to wider criminal networks involving terrorism, smuggling, and political unrest. Modern piracy is adapting fast. Rising geopolitical conflicts have created power vacuums in regions like Yemen, Libya, and West Africa, fertile ground for criminal enterprises at sea. Cyber-enabled piracy is on the rise, with hackers tracking vessel movements, breaching navigation systems, and coordinating real-time attacks. Kidnapping for ransom networks are expanding, particularly in the Gulf of Guinea and Southeast Asia. Climate pressures and shrinking coastal livelihoods are pushing desperate communities toward piracy. And as ships reroute to avoid conflict zones like the Red Sea, pirates quickly move in to exploit new shipping lanes. Understanding these high-risk areas is not just about maps and statistics. It's about saving lives, protecting trade, and maintaining global stability. In 2025, piracy has become more violent. Kidnappings and armed assaults are on the rise. Economically, the consequences are staggering. Billions lost every year through insurance premiums, rerouting, and lost cargo. For ship operators, knowing where the risks lie helps deploy proper defenses. Private maritime security teams, fortified citadels, and advanced surveillance systems. On the global stage, recognizing these threats encourages cooperation, naval patrols, intelligence sharing, and joint response operations that keep trade routes open. Here are the 10 regions most affected by piracy in 2025. The Gulf of Aden remains one of the world's most perilous corridors. Its proximity to Somalia and Yemen keeps it volatile. Though large-scale hijackings have declined, instability in Yemen has reignited pirate activity, now with drone-assisted surveillance to track vessels. The Strait of Malacca, a narrow, high-traffic passage linking the Indian and Pacific Oceans, faces increasing cyber-assisted attacks and nighttime boardings of oil tankers. The Gulf of Guinea in West Africa is the epicenter of violent piracy. Kidnappings for ransom dominate here as pirate groups push farther offshore. Despite regional task forces, weak governance in countries like Nigeria and Ghana fuels continued danger. In the South China Sea, piracy overlaps with geopolitical tension. Disputed territories, smuggling, and state-linked militias blur the lines between crime and conflict. Attacks on small tankers and fishing vessels remain frequent. The Arabian Sea and Indian Ocean still see Somali pirates adapting their methods. Using motherships, they strike deeper waters, exploiting reduced naval presence and political instability across the region. The Red Sea, once a critical trade artery, has become a flashpoint. Houthi attacks and ongoing conflict in Yemen blur piracy with asymmetric warfare. As ships reroute around the Cape of Good Hope, new risks emerge elsewhere. In the Caribbean Sea, economic instability in Haiti, Venezuela, and parts of Central America has reignited piracy. Yachts, fishing vessels, and small cargo ships are prime targets, and once rare, violent assaults are becoming more common. The Sulu and Celebes seas continue to face threats from militant groups like Abu Sayyaf, who engage in piracy and kidnappings. Despite patrol cooperation between the Philippines, Malaysia, and Indonesia, porous borders make this region persistently dangerous. In the Bay of Bengal, attacks are often underreported but increasing. Weak enforcement in Bangladesh and Myanmar allows pirates to target trawlers and coastal vessels with little fear of consequence. And finally, the Mediterranean Sea, where instability in North Africa, especially Libya, has spread piracy closer to Europe. Yachts, small cargo ships, and migrant vessels are at risk, causing significant disruption to vital trade routes. Piracy is not just a criminal act, it's a symptom of global instability. In 2025, countering it requires a multi-layered approach. International naval cooperation remains vital to securing choke points. Investment in coastal economies can reduce the desperation that fuels piracy. Technology plays a new defensive role. AI risk prediction, satellite monitoring, and robust cybersecurity. Collaboration between private industry and governments, shipping companies, insurers, and maritime authorities is essential for an effective global response. Maritime piracy may never disappear entirely, but through vigilance, innovation, and cooperation, the world can ensure safer seas and more resilient global trade routes. Learn more about our maritime security and anti-piracy training courses at the Virtual Maritime Academy.